How you doing, everybody? It's your health and fitness specialist, Kelly Brown, and this week's topic is how do you transform your body? Okay, now I'm going to go through 3 bullet points about how to actually transform your body and what it takes and the mentality behind it, and then I'll kind of go into detail about what I mean by each one of them. So the first way you have to do it is you have to be real with yourself, okay? And I'll get back to that in a second. The second thing is discipline, all right? And the third thing is going to be patience. Those 3 things are going to be the key tools for actually transforming your body and getting the body that you want. All right, so let's go back into the first one, okay? Being real with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself and say, okay, do I actually want to make this body transformation as a lifestyle change, or am I trying to just get into shape because I have some type of special event coming up? Or are you trying to do it because you saw somebody online who looks good, or are you just trying to do it so that you can look good in a certain outfit or a dress or, certain shirts, something like that, for vain reasons? That may not be being real with yourself, because you may just be the type of person that, you may say, oh, I want to look better, or I just want to be a little bit healthier, but you don't actually want to put in the work to get to it. Okay? Your actions will show otherwise. You may say those things one day and then turn around and be eating, a whole pizza by yourself the next day. And if you're the type of person who you just can't let go of your food, or you can't let go of, your certain lifestyle habits and stuff like that, maybe you don't need to, state it like it's so serious to you, because it's not that serious to you just yet. Not saying that it can never be there, but at this moment, stressing yourself out about making a lifestyle change and you're realistically just not ready. Maybe you can't afford to eat as clean as what it's going to take, or you can't afford to go to the gym for what it's going to take, and you just kind of want to do some of the stuff but you don't want to go all in. Maybe scale back and look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I want to do this but just not yet. Okay, maybe I need to get in shape, but I just need to get in shape just to take some baby steps to get off, or just to get off a few pounds or whatever. But making a whole transformation and going from point A to Z, it takes a lot of dedication, and you have to be real with yourself and ask yourself, are you really ready to dedicate yourself to what you're trying to do? Okay. Second thing is going to be discipline. All right. So discipline is going to come into play when it comes into your diet. It's also going to come into your play when you're talking about your exercising. Okay. So with your diet and you're trying to make a transformation, you have to eat for a look, not for taste. Okay. There's been months on end where I was eating something and it was just the worst, and all I had to do was just keep on feeding myself, because I know that there's a goal in mind. There's an end goal in mind. Certain protein shakes are disgusting, or certain supplements you have to take. You got to chew them, or you got to eat those things. They're nasty. Certain vegetables, they're disgusting. Or eating just so that you can satisfy your calories and things like that. It's the worst, and I understand that, but my discipline to get into my goal was outweighed the flavors and the taste and things like that, of which the food had to be made in order to satisfy me. So I had to put that aside and say, okay, you know what, I'm just going to start eating for what it takes to get to this shape, and not eating for flavor, or not eating for whatever it is, or not going out with my friends, or going out to certain restaurants and knowing what the calories are in those meals, and scaling back and say, you know what, my goal outweighs what it's going to actually, what this great food tastes like. So I'm just going to suffer right now and get to my goal, because that's what's most important to me. So you're going to have to do that if you're serious about it. The second thing is you're going to have to exercise for a look. All right, going to the gym, just working out all willy-nilly, or just one day doing your chest, shoulders, back, legs, abs, or doing CrossFit or whatever type of workouts you're doing. Certain workouts dictate certain physiques. Okay, so the way somebody may work out, depending on how far along you are in your transformation journey, you're gonna have to start off working one certain way that maybe just takes the weight off you, and then that workout is gonna have to change into something else that actually starts toning your body, which is the next stage. And the next workout is gonna be, getting your strength up, and the next workout is gonna be something like that. So you're gonna have to work out for the look, the end look. You can't just work out however you want to. You don't want to go in there and let's say, for example, I see a lot of women going to the gym, and first thing they'll do, they'll think that, oh, okay, I want to see my abs. I want to have defined abs. But when I'm looking at them, I know that you're not going to be able to see the abs under that extra body fat that you're carrying all over. And body fat isn't just in one section. It's in your arms, it's in your face, it's in your legs, it's in your hands, your neck. So what you have to do realistically is get some of that weight off first. Doing maybe compound movements or sprints and stairmaster, long times on cardio and stuff like that first, and doing exercises that really that burn a lot of calories, so that you can lose some of that weight first, so that you can actually see your abs. You never want to start off on an ab machine adding resistance to a body part that you don't want to get bigger. And so, for example, I'll see these ladies coming to the gym and they'll be using the ab cruncher machine, where you have all the extra layer of fat over your stomach. You're never going to see your abs. What you're actually going to do is you're going to make your abs bigger and harder and stronger under that layer of body fat, because you need to get down to a certain body fat before you start trying to do toning exercises. But you're doing toning exercises too early in your program. You see what I'm saying? So you have to actually work out for what stage you are in your exercise journey, and what it is that you're actually trying to accomplish. If you're just trying to get big and strong, yeah, powerlifting is great for that. If you're trying to get tight and defined, you may not want to still be doing powerlifting exercises. You see what I mean? So you got to really think about that. And if you have a goal and you're not really sure how to get to that goal, look at that person and critique what it is that they have that you don't have. So, for example, they have huge shoulders. Look at the shoulders. Are they round in the front? Are they round on top? Do they have rear delts? Maybe it was only one thing that you're missing that they had, which is rear delts. So maybe they have a certain level of definition in their abs, or their legs look a certain way. So now you have to say, okay, which exercises make my abs look like this? Okay, and if you've been doing something for a long time and it's not working, you probably needed to do something different, or you may not even be seeing the transition in your fitness journey because you're still eating bad, but now you're working out the right way. So you're offsetting it. You see what I mean? So you have to actually, do your diet and your exercise the right way and stay on it in order to achieve that discipline to get into your goal. All right, the third thing is going to be patience. All right, and I know being patient is probably the worst thing. Everybody who normally wants to make a transformation, what happens is they've done other things in their life where they were able to actually tackle that goal and knock it off. But when you think about transformation, we're talking about a whole body composition. We're talking about going to a whole different physique at this point, right? And a lot of times you want it fast. You're like, what's the fastest way to get there? What's the most effective way to get there? How can I do this? It takes patience, though. There is no fast way to get there. It's not like you could take an airplane to California, or taking a plane to another country or something like that, rather than driving or taking a boat or taking, whatever like that. It's not like that. It takes time, and it takes a lot of time too. And so you have to be ready for that journey that you're getting ready to take. This time journey that we're talking about that you gotta get ready to take. If you keep in your mind, it might have taken you 15 years to get out of shape. Why would it take you 15 days to get back in shape? Your body doesn't even know what being in shape feels like. So you have to give it time to start adjusting to this new lifestyle that you're having, this new metabolism that you're trying to give it, these new supplements that it's taking in. You have to give it time so that you can be honest with it and really get to your goal the right way, because whatever comes fast won't last. And you've seen people that have gotten, that said, okay, I want to make a transformation, and they go get surgery. And then all the weight comes off, but their body looks like a smaller version of what their bigger body looked like, right? And so that's because they didn't give themselves a chance to get the weight off naturally by doing diet and exercise. They might have just gotten, gastric bypass or a lap band or something like that, which took the weight off super fast. But now you got saggy skin. Now your pecs don't sit up right. You don't have round shoulders. You're not going to have those things. And now you're trying to play catch up and go back to getting that weight back on, that muscle, trying to build it up so that you can have that physique. But had you just came down the natural way first, and then maybe at the last minute got bypassed, it just got like skin removal surgery or something like that, that may have made more sense, because now you're trying to fight against losing all this weight, and you got these bad joints that never got a chance to prepare for what you're getting ready to do now, because now you're getting ready to start getting on the treadmill because you lost all this weight, but your knees can't take it because they're still weak from before. So it gets messy, right? You can do it naturally, but it just takes time. And I know everybody wants to have everything fast because that's the generation we're in. It's the fastest. But for something like a journey and a transformation and body composition, it takes time. And you need to just do yourself justice by being patient, because that's the only way you're going to get it and you're going to keep it. If you do it fast and you try this to do like some 30-day diet, what happens at the end of those 30 days? You go right back to eating bad again, and now your body is back to what it knows. You see, it just bounces right back up to where it was. You can't just snatch out carbs from your diet and then say, okay, I lost 30 pounds, I lost all this weight. Because what's going to happen as soon as you start adding carbs back in your diet, your body's going to bounce right back up to where it is comfortable being at. You see what I mean? So you can't just do things fast. You got to do the whole process, and you got to do it just right. Anyway, I hope you guys learned something. I hope that information was helpful to you. Feel free to download my ebook. Click on the link below. Feel free to download your free ebook. That'll be in the link below as well. And I would definitely appreciate if you guys subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to be consistent, giving out great content. If you could share it with somebody who you think may want to hear something like this too. And it's always fun to comment because your comments help other people in the comments, and I read them and I try to acknowledge and respond to them as much as I can. And I see that certain things I may not have to say anything about because someone else followed up and answered the question from me, which is great. And that's what we want to do, is build a community in my comments, okay? Anyway, I'll see you guys next week in my next video. Thanks for watching.